How are you, kiddo? You look smart behind the camera there, man.
Gosh, I had a glimpse of the hunting the other day, man. How you doing?
Where?
Chili side with Lance and Louise.
Yes.
I said it right?
You said it
Yeah, I
correct,
have to
boy.
drink something. I said, yeah, I'll bring
That
it.
is why you're going guns,
I'm going good.
You're going
Right
guns.
on the day with Sana and Lyndon Baptiste.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's some great videos, man. Great job, man.
You feel so?
Yeah. No, I feel so. I know so. Yeah. I'm on the choke all the time. Yeah. I see all the guys hunting. Yeah.
Nice, man.
Are you from around here? I think Caura.
Caura.
Right.
Where are you from?
I'm from Caura, Sallyville.
Okay, man.
Right.
I find a lot of people who follow us from Shogunas, all that area going
No,
on.
you're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. I like your style, you know? You have a great smile, you know? You're smiling.
So what's your name?
My name is Ken Radrup. I'm from...
Ken.
Yeah, Ken Radrup. Yeah.
Radrup.
Ken.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
So you have a family?
Yeah, I have 2 kids.
Nice,
So
man.
you're treating your wife the way than this.
I've tried my best.
That's good.
Then you're right, boy. That's it.
I don't try my best. I don't know. I can't make everybody happy. I can't make myself happy. I can't make you happy. I can't make you happy. I can't make you happy. I can make myself happy, but I'm try. You know like goes, right? Yeah. So everything around there is chilling.
Amigo. Epa.
Yeah, okay.
Yamala, mano.
Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
You know what? Drink or something?
No, boy. We just come on.
You know, we're not having a cook up here.
Okay, full one. Somewhere,
I will show you the videos anyway. Yeah.
Lance and Louise.
Lance and Louise.
I'm sure that's Spanish here, you know.
Lance and Louise.
And man, we haven't tried here. We came here post.
So Lyndon and Sana is the son.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that.
Junior Jackman.
That's where we're from here.
And then my daughter here.
What is your daughter? Okay.
Junior Jackman.
Hi.
You know how man
You
call
see?
Junior Jackman?
Small, you know?
Fun man.
But you guys doing a great video. I like you guys, how you guys are, you know? Making videos and things, man. Go out back on the pad. You know, but hey, I'm gonna show you. Hey, watch them, man. Yeah. Watch them. I think some of them see them on here, you know?
A palace?
Yeah.
You look like a palace.
I don't know who you come from.
Me and Bugsy.
Okay.
But like them thing, we sing the show, I think like Chuck TV.
Yeah. He's a fun man, you know.
Who?
Yeah.
First time you bring him out.
Rolling. Very good, man.
After 40 years, you come in here. How long he come here?
Yeah.
After 40 years, you know, come back to
Look
Caura.
at them, France, this guy,
Very good fella.
the guy who got your generation to me. This is an internet and thing.
Coconut hybrid until I hear want to come out.
Lance and
Come
Louise.
out. Yeah,
know, I see, you know,
I'm visiting nature a little bit. You know,
nice to meet them. Subscribe to them and thing and give them like something, you know.
Yeah.
Music people, you know. Yeah, big them up, man. They're nice. That was nice. I like other guys. I like and Harry. I'm from Harry. I would do about listen to. I like the guy thing. I like him. Lyndon has popped some nice videos on there. I like Lyndon. Yeah, genuine guy, bro. Lyndon is nice. That's all things that them really natural guys, you know. Them always keep coming. I like them. The season of like, you know. Them DC, but they have a great time. You know, I like do what I like them. I like them. They do something more. You know. Sometimes it's just you want to do that. You know.
I can do everything. I go.
You know, in the shoes, you look like Indian. You know, you smile at me, you know, but you make that after I watch, I said, I know you.
Let me all get together now. Because I saw this video running here.
Yeah, man.
And everybody gonna be.
It was nice. Nice.
You can look out for yourself tonight.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we family here.
Go back to father.
Yeah, man. And raise your hat a little bit, brother. Raise your hat a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So these are the boys from Charlieville side?
Charlieville, bring up Charlieville, Central.
Bring up Central.
We want to bring up Central.
Bring up Central.
Tuki. Yeah, the whole clip here.
Yeah, man.
Everybody.
And we have a pan man here, you know.
Yeah, we have a pan man too.
Veteran.
Original pan man.
Veteran. Box up, you know.
Yeah, boy.
Zut. Yeah. Zut was in it. Nice to meet you, man.
Phase 2.
Phase 2. Carlos?
Starlift.
National player too, no football. No?
Yeah.
Good body craft.
Jackman, Junior Jackman.
Okay. See that?
I find you look like Pele.
Yeah, what's that?
Like Pele?
Yeah.
The ball will break him out. And you want to bring up Pele. And he can play up first Pele. Ready first Pele.
If what I want, turn on pan. This is the one.
Yeah, Junior Jackman.
Junior
Jackman.
Zut.
Anybody want to learn pan? This guy gonna teach you.
And you can, right?
I can.
And you are?
I am Gang.
Gaj?
Ganga.
Ganga.
I have one nice hat, man.
So, eh?
Austin.
Austin.
But Tuki's nickname.
Tuki.
Stephen, but Teddy.
Teddy.
Junior.
So everybody gonna cook by the river now.
Yeah, we're gonna have no, we don't have cooking.
We don't see that we killing them. We could
don't see that everything.
Yeah.
Right? I tell them, I say, all right, they want to go primitive now. I say, well, all right. You walk with me, you see me pork and thing, okay?
Only back when you would have think I
like 1 second. But that don't strike me so Right primitive, right? No, I didn't get off of it. Yeah, primitive. No, they don't like that here.
so cleansing everything. We don't see them already. We don't see them already. Everything don't see now. That's a wood.
Trini style.
Yeah.
You said you original.
Read that one thing, watch.
Oh, yeah, the calabash chicken.
Calabash out here.
We switch on now.
They say the hottest pepper. The hottest pepper is scorpion. The hottest pepper. No, this is dragon. Fire coming out one time your mouth.
Well good, boy. Well good. Nice meeting you.
Enjoy all the time, eh?
Chili pickles. Chili to the bone. Chili to the bone. And we like Denise Plummer. We not leaving.
Yeah, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, uncle. Take care.
Nice to meet you, boy.
Thank you.
No, you make me watch your video more now, boy. No, I'm gonna watch your video more. I'm gonna friends and them, boy. Hey, your body. You're nice guy. Mommy. Yeah, that's good one. Nice, great. Keep up the good job, you know. I like all this blog and show, pass action.
You want to look up again next year. Right here in the spot. Okay, nice meeting all you.
Yeah.
Same story.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man.
coming.
Louisa, you're getting some nice manure here.
Yeah, boy. This is, you know, that the plant, the spiky plant.
Uh-huh.
What's the name again?
I don't know the name, but I'll tell you something.
What's the name of the plant?
I can't remember the name of the plant. But what I want to tell you is this. All this kind of old trash is real good manure, eh?
Yeah, but that plant particularly like.
Okay, hold on. We want to do down the whole bank. The way you go in, I see the whole bank will come down on me. All right, I think we have enough here, Lulu. This bag, this, and inside of here. Right.
You got to be taking all.
No, but wait, now hold on a second there.
Let me help you hold the bag. Come. Good stuff, man. And you know what the best part? It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
All right, no more. Don't take that in. Free. Next thing you know is this whole light pole fall on your head.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a good thing, you know, if people will only know that all tree trunks make good manure, eh?
Yeah, because remember, all the nourishment is in it. Daddy, you have more, you know, look all this.
You want that, eh?
Yeah.
All right, listen. Let me help you.
This is like topsoil, right?
All right, listen.
Topsoil. Yes, man, that's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
Excellent. After a good sea bath, a good river bath, you're strong and energized. You can do tough work.
Come, lift up the bucket then.
Give me. I ain't saying that to no Nancy.
All right.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Good stuff.
All right, let's roll.
Well, thank you.
Watch out, there's something coming.
So get up. Orange tree. Where's Nika? Mr. Lance, how much ants in your pants?
You remind me of Headley, man. Mr. Lance, how much ants in your pants?
Oh gosh,
Had a good day in Caura, Louis?
beautiful Caura. Beautiful, beautiful Caura.
We met a good group from Charlieville,
Oh my goodness, those guys were ecstatic to meet us, man.
but they themselves were very friendly and
Very nice.
very outgoing, eh?
They just pull aside when they see us.
Yeah, that was really great.
Yeah, man. It's nice when people are uninhibited, eh? Because,
But politely so, eh?
yeah,
You
when I
know?
say uninhibited, that they could present themselves and ask you if you are this person. I like that. And I find, not being biased or anything, I find country folks could quicker do that than, you know. I
They
guess
have a nice background for it.
because they grow up uninhibited, you know. City life, you tend to be always cautious and careful. And sometimes it could rob you, you know,
Yes.
because you don't want to be too forward. You just want to be background. You don't want to appear pushy. But sometimes it's good to go forward and
Yeah.
present yourself.
Present yourself.
Present
Louise,
yourself.
I started something was it this weekend, gone? About, my unforgettable characters.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hog the limelight in only having unforgettable characters. Do you have any of your own that you'd like to share? But if you're going to share one, please, you have to give me a good detail of why that person remains in your mind unforgettable, right? Can you help me there? Anybody in the carcass you could think about that might have been, fitting that bill?
Well, there were lots of people growing up as a child that you respected elderlies, eh? You know, you were taught to respect the elderly. And you may not know too much about them as a child because you were taught to respect elders. So you're polite to them. And they were always very respectable. And so therefore, a lot of people remain outstanding as far as they were respectable. They were respectable,
Yeah.
and they were not afraid that if you were doing something wrong, to tell you about it or to tell your parents. So, well, at that young age, I'm not too sure I can identify by name, because I left the cactus at an early age.
When you met me?
I left the cactus at an early age. So I don't know at that time if I understood really that this person is really outstanding. So,
But one person might come to mind. One person at least.
Mr. Reds,
Mr. Red.
you remember Mr. Reds with Miss Assing, his little wife?
He was from St. Lucia.
He was from St. Lucia.
Yes.
Very tall, and I would say, looking back now, handsome. He was a handsome man.
Right.
And very outstanding. And he and his wife, Miss Assing, run a little parlor.
Okay.
And I remember on a recess time or lunch time, you will go to that parlor and buy something that you call a choker. Chokers. I have never seen chokers after I left the caucus. But it was like a bread this size, like a flat bread.
Okay.
And something like the junior bread. You know, the junior bread that we buy.
Right.
Right? The texture of
Right.
that bread is smooth and light
Yes.
with a sweetish flavor.
Who made that bread in those days?
I'm not too sure in those days if we had Kiss and those people, you know. So I really don't know if Kiss and they were around all this time. But you bought a chokers and a 5 cents paying for the chokers and for the Moby and milk.
Moby and milk.
Moby and milk in a big tumbler glass. 3 cents was for that and penny for the chokers.
And what kind of milk it would have been?
Condensed milk.
Wow.
And here now, man.
Homemade Moby?
Homemade Moby. So when I think of a good Moby up to the present time, I remember Mr. Singh and Mr. Reds. And it was the big glass. It's the kind of glass that you used to get what you used to call snowball. They used to sell snowball too, I think. Or I was another lady who used to sell the press, used to sell snowball. But I remember them always having the chokers and this homemade Moby, half glass of ice in the shave ice, the Moby and the condensed milk to the top with a straw.
How much that was so?
5 cents.
5 cents.
5 cents. And boy, when you have a 5 cents, you're rich, you know. And I remember on a Saturday, I will rake a whole yard to get a 5 cents. When you see you raking and you hear something go, you grab up to see 5 cents and a penny and a farthing.
Yeah.
But coming back, that's straight from the point about Mr. and Miss Assing. They were very nice. Miss Assing was a very nice, gentle lady. And kind and motherly. And Mr. Assing, Mr. Reds was this big giant, you know. He was like a gentle giant. And he had great respect for us as kids. And I think at one time he had a vehicle in Icacos. He might have been the only person who had a little vehicle, a little car. And he would give us a ride to school sometimes. Coming from school, we'll get a ride from Mr. Reds.
Well, look at that.
Yeah. Full up everybody going in the car. In those days, it had no restriction. If 10 of you could fit in the car, 10 of you go in the car. So Mr. Reds was kind, gentleman. He was kind. He was a good friend of my father, my papa. And he would, when my youngest brother went in the Coast Guard, he will call him Commando Williams. Because he saw him as his son. His surname was Williams. How is Commando Williams?
Wait a minute. You mean Red's surname was Williams?
Well, he used to call Wayne Commando Williams.
See, Mervyn Williams was a Coast Guard man.
Okay.
Commander Wayne Williams.
Well, his wife was Miss Asing, so she was Red Asing.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but
you know,
in the
countryside, you just picked up names. You never queried who was what.
Yeah, you just accept that, you know.
Yeah, you didn't get into the details of things, huh?
And years later, you remember that story with Mr. Reds. He gave you a letter to read for him.
Oh yes, Mr. Reds gave me a letter.
From his family wrote him from St. Lucia.
He said, Lance, hear what I want you to do. I want you to read this letter for me. I said, okay, Reds, let's see the letter. And the letter began. Now remember, the man is from St. Lucia, eh?
Yes, but had been in Trinidad many years.
Well, here the letter now. It was a long letter, you know. So the letter began, Dear Reds, everyone you know in St. Lucia is already dead, so please don't worry to come. I said, Mr. Reds, I can't finish this letter.
And the letter was very long, but that was the starting paragraph.
That was the opening line, boy.
Oh,
what?
my goodness. Yeah, but he was a very outstanding man in the village.
Yeah. So what did he do? What did he do for a living, really?
Well, they run the parlor.
Oh, that's the parlor only?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I, as I say, he had a taxi. So I don't know if he worked taxi.
Okay.
But I know we would get ride with him from school. We never paid.
Never paid?
No.
Well, that was a kindness. I remember him. I was glad to have met him. You know, he was a gentleman.
Yes. He was a real,
a debonair kind of person, you know.
But as I say, most of the people in Icacos that I remember were outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding in their very, respectable manner.
Yes.
They were very respectable old men. They would not have been so old, we we thought that I don't know what about children see people as very old. And years later, when you get in contact with them and so, you realize that this person was just 5 years older than you, but because they were married and had kids and you were still going to school.
And then the hair got grey and all of that. So,
yeah. And you thought they were really
and your vision
old,
got dim, so you're wearing glasses now.
Yeah, they were not old.
Then you lose a couple teeth along the way. So when you smile, there are gaps all over.
Yes.
You see, that person got to be ancient, eh?
And you taught them to be really old people.
Yeah. Well, thanks anyway for sharing that about Mr. Reds.
Yeah. But as I say, that there were a lot of outstanding people in Icacos in my mind. And the Tantan has been an outstanding lady in our life. And Tantan was like a mother to us. And she taught us a lot of things. She never spared us saying thank you and good morning and good afternoon. And Tantan really helped our parents.
Listen, just to cut in a little. When we were there by Pool 2 a while ago, I couldn't take any videos because there were too many families and I didn't want to intrude on their privacy, right? But everyone who was passing, going to their car, said hello, good day, and a remarkable
When we were leaving?
No, when I was sitting up on the bank and you all were down in the water there.
Okay.
And some were about leaving the area.
Mm-hmm.
And they would pass me and they were saying, hello, good day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you still have that.
When I was at the marketplace this morning, waiting there where the old post office used to be, and now PTSC has the office there in the back of what old Palladium Cinema.
Yeah.
Lady came along, good morning, pleasant day. I felt really good that we haven't lost it, man.
Yeah. But
we haven't lost it, Louise. We may lament that certain areas we don't have it, but we haven't totally lost it.
But that's great to hear.
And because we haven't lost it, there's great hope that we still have a very decent country.
Yeah, because
look at the guys who stop. You know, it was so pleasant. These men did not know us, before.
Yeah.
And they stopped and they were pleasant. And oh my goodness, I was really touched. And I want to big up the group that we met on Caura Road from Charlieville. And here, when I said Charlieville, the fella said no, Central. He was including all of Central.
Yeah, because
big
he
up
was
Central.
from Charlieville.
Big up Central.
Yeah.
That was really great, man. Great.
No, I really admire the camaraderie that they had among themselves.
Yes.
One guy came out, and when he was certain, glance on Louise, he called out the others and said, come and meet these people on YouTube.
Yeah. That was fantastic. One thing I was sorry about, we couldn't follow them to where they were going. It would have been interesting to see them put together their meal, because they say they're going back primitive style to start this meal.
That would have been good to do, but we'd have run out of time.
They're going to be knocking stones to light the fire.
Boy, that is funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So Louis, thank you very much. I have someone else in mind. I don't know if you want to recall it. Should we recall it now? He has been on my mind for quite a while.
Who's that?
Mr. Alan G. He lived down our street. And
okay.
Right? What do you think?
Yes, he was quite a guy.
Mr. Alan G.
He would organize parties for Christmas. This was his time. So I think it's very appropriate to talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
Because always at Christmas time, he would be gathering he would write letters to different companies, getting lollies, getting cookies, and so ice cream from different companies. And he would have a big party, I think it was in Belmont, for the underprivileged people.
Yes, Mr. Allen was quite a character. Eccentric, but quite a character, right?
Yes.
As you say, he would have donations, sponsors, and he belonged to the old Belmont Boys Association. And they I want to use the word boasted, but not in the sense of boast, but they boasted a collection of names that was interesting. For instance,
they prided themselves.
They prided themselves on this association.
Yes.
Here are the names that they were associated with. Ellis Clark, former deceased president of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. Ellis Clark, right?
Ray
Apollon, the wrestler. You know, the man who say when he give you the coconut in the head, so bap,
you fall down.
You're out of the picture, Stephen Blizzard. He was, if I'm not mistaken, head of the Light Aeroplane Club.
Oh, there were some big names.
And when you're traveling along that old Piaco Road there, and you get to the first bend after you pass the new airport, the roundabout, you see the Light Aeroplane park up there?
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy when I started off in the Express in 67, so this would have been between 67 and 70. This young fella, whether he was, I don't know how he got his hand on a light aeroplane, but he certainly took off. And he circled the city, and he crashed. In
Laventille?
He crashed in Laventille, in the quarry of Laventille, right?
That's not the same guy who used to work NP?
No.
But fella.
He crashed in Manzanilla, this gentleman.
Oh, it was Manzanilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this fella in the light aeroplane, he crashed in Laventille.
But here is very far.
But there's a lucky thing. I mean, I can't say lucky, but there's what a wonderful thing he didn't land in the city itself.
Exactly. That would have been.
So let's go back.
People get killed.
Very much so. So let's go back to Mr. Allen now.
Yes.
Mr. Allen is such a dapper fella. He comes up on a morning up our street, right?
You always had a briefcase, eh?
Always had a briefcase. He's well attired. He's
You had
sparkling.
pictures of all these men, so I knew it was authentic.
You're right. So you saw pictures already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because one day, I always doubted, well, so I say, you have pictures of these friends of yours? And he said, of course. And he opened his briefcase and his pictures he walking around with in that briefcase.
Wow.
Yeah, he was real.
Yes. And he would go to Flavor Right. He would go to other places, get biscuits and what, maybe Bermudas.
For juice and
Yes. He had quite a following. And one day he came to us. In those days, we partied. Okay?
Oh yes, night party first, my muscle.
So he comes to us and he said, I can be your bartender.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah, we were very proud to have an official bartender.
And he comes in his scissors tail
Boy,
coat.
that was something.
No, he didn't really serve. So maybe he served a Coke, yeah? Maybe he only served a Coke, you know? But
He had the role. He looked the role anyway.
he looked the role.
Professional bartender with his scissors still.
But watch me, when his mother died, he appeared
With the same jacket.
in the church with the jacket on. And he made a grand entrance right up to the pulpit.
Yeah.
And he gave the eulogy of his mother, you know, in the scissors tailcoat, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Grant, you were something
It was a
else.
Sunday best and everyday special.
Yes. But he would never pass home, and he had a love for children, eh? He had a real love, and he would say to Lasana, hey,
Well organized.
what are you organizing there, boy? Open his briefcase, and out comes a set of biscuits.
Sometimes they kind of steal it.
But nevertheless, it was given.
He got something to share.
Yeah, he had something to share.
It must have been from the last Christmas party. This is around Carnival
Oh,
time.
God, no, you are naughty now. You are naughty.
No, but he was outstanding.
Yeah.
Very outstanding.
Oh, Mr.
Yes,
G,
and he was our good neighbor for many years.
Yes. I would like to give a shout out to a couple on our street, and I believe today is their 54th
Fourth anniversary.
wedding anniversary, Marcel and Angela. A hearty, happy anniversary, wedding anniversary to you and your wife, Angela.
You know, over the years, I particularly admired them as a couple. They had no kids. But I tell you, they loved one another.
Yeah, they do. They still do.
They traveled at length many years while there was good health. They would take off from July to September. And they would tell you about a grand time they had
Yes.
in New York. And
54 years married, eh?
54 years married. And all year's night, they will have their champagne in their fancy glass on the street, sipping their champagne while looking at the street fireworks.
Yes.
And romance is something that really appeals to me. And when I think of that couple, I would say that was a couple that really loved one another. Yeah. Notwithstanding not having children, they made themselves happy together.
Very much so, yes. Yeah. Admirable.
Yeah.
So, friends, we are going to close at this point.
I would like to shout out to Shanta and Tony. I never fail to shout out to them because they are more than subscribers. They are our children. We love you all, Shanta, and we have many other children whom we really enjoy. We like to think of Dale and
Chrissy,
Panta and Natasha. We met a couple. Was it Carl and?
No, you mean Azizra? And William?
Azisha and William definitely.
Dinesh and Vid. I call the names to you. You get yours. Dinesh and Vid.
Dinesh and Vid. Knockapot and his family.
Yeah, I would like to meet Videsh. Trini Life with Videsh. And Sandy and Mike and Sandy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And there is also Carl and
oh, the young couple? The young couple abroad.
Young couple?
Jacob and Nish.
Yes.
Yeah, Jacob and Nish.
And also Bimpi Indra. I forgot her husband's name. And so many wonderful people.
Hey, don't forget Hanifa girl.
Hanifa, of course. I'm really hoping that we can see you before you leave. We know the time now is very short, but we really hope that we can see. And thanks for remembering us for that beautiful gift you brought for us. Lance and Louise Trinidad. You are so creative and well thought of. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
Patricia Bedo. Don't forget Patricia Bedo. Yes. Lila Water. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, folks, that I'm rotten with names.
and I might be a little worse than you. But nevertheless, we love you all. And we appreciate all the support and the encouragement. And we really love to share our experience, because if it is helpful to you all, we are happy that we can help you all. Because I always like to say, marriage is best enjoyed in retirement.
Okay.
And that's when we really need companionship and share in our lives, because all things are in place. Your children have grown, you have educated them, they are married, they are moving on with their life, and we are still there. So Lancy, thank you for being there for me.
You're welcome, my darling.
And of course, not forgetting our wonderful family down in the Carcass, the Mohan family, the Bisoon family, the Cozy family, and Lyndon and Kim and Melissa, and our 3 lovely granddaughters, and Haley and Anna for Lyndon and Kim. Also the Ramuta family, and we love you all. We just want to enjoy life and appreciate the good things that we receive along the way.
Yes. And what about Lucky here?
Lucky is lucky to be in this family.
Lucky.
Lucky is lucky to be in this family. I guess most of you all know that Lucky's mother left Lucky in charge of her. She looked at Lyndon with sad eyes and walked away. And when Lyndon found Lucky, when he found the little pup, he took compassion and mercy, and he called her Lucky. So we're lucky to have Lucky in our family.
I think it's a male, you know, Louis.
Oh, God, it's our grandson, and I even know. Well, also Brandon and Zach, our grandsons, and Natalia, wonderful. I'll say like the guy in Guyana, life can't get better.
Yeah, ARD. And to all our Guyanese connections, eh?
Yes, all our Guyanese.
Yes.
Our Franklin, our adopted son, Franklin Baptiste Caton.
Yes.
And his beautiful wife, Lauren, and our little grandson, Hans.
Yes, Hans.
He has his beautiful Dutch name that I could hardly remember.
Hans.
Hans is for short, but there is more to it. Hans.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, Franklin will tell us.
Yes, man. So we could go on and on if our memory was good.
Yes. So, Louise, thanks a lot.
And here we are in beautiful Caura after our lovely river bath. Just relaxing.